even adding this little detail for how I'm doing the breadboards. Just went to the internet and started looking and reading and did 2 of them, failed miserably on them. So then I remembered we had some mahogany, much stronger, much more durable, and I was like, all right, I'll go get that, and kind of just working through all that. And so it's really cool being able to use problem-solving stuff, and then also having just a endless supply of whatever to make the wood dreams come true, you know. The very first job I did, I hand sanded everything with a belt sander, and I said after I was done with that, I would never do that again. So this machine is very nice for that. So now what I do is send it through the time saver, and that helps to just level everything out. That's actually a very satisfying part, because you do all this work to get it to a point, and it's the reveal. It's kind of like a box of chocolates type of thing. You don't know what you're going to get until you open it. There's 9 total tables. 3 of them are smaller 36 by 36 inch white pine construction in the middle, and then wrapped with Doug fir around the outside. And then a buddy of mine, Evan, he has Pyrographic images. He's doing some wood burning. So by tomorrow, you should have free access to everything. Yeah. Sweet. This is our first project working on anything together, so I'm a big fan, again, of just letting it play out, and you know, he's got his own vision, and I built the tables in such a way to make it so he had a cleaner palette in the middle and put a little bit more of the character on the outside.
Basically, we got Ursa Miner's logo here, and then I hand transfer it using a transfer paper, and then just go through with a wood burning tool about the size of a normal pen, and just slowly start shading and filling it in.
We did a soft opening last September 24th. Friends and family, supporters who helped make this happen, and I think the tables showed up on the 23rd. So we were pretty nervous, but they did come, and they look pretty. They're just worth the wait, really, truly. He did a really nice job, and Evan did an amazing job with the wood burning, and they're both artists, so it was amazing.
I really like working with Devin. His wood, you know, it's all got a story, and he even knows the story behind some of this stuff. Comes halfway across the country, and the wood burning and the reclaimed wood is just a really nice combination. It really looks well together.
This is all reclaimed wood, so it has a life that, you know, it may have been over 100 years since it was a tree. It's super stable for the most part. The grain structure is way tighter, much more consistent, and you can it's very easy to go out into the yard and find a 2x12 that's 25 feet long. Here we've got a bunch of 8x8s. Back behind here we've got some 12 by and 10 by and bigger. And then we'll get into rows like this where this is all redwood. Behind this stack of redwood here, this is all tank bottoms from maraschino cherry tanks. And actually you can smell kind of the cherry juice when you're in that area. I really wanted to do everything I could to make Duluth timber reach its potential of what I thought it could be. This is what I've wanted to have happen in some capacity over the last 3 years, really. So right now this is really good. I really like this. I knew that Lakesbury Bakehouse needed some tables, and I knew about a couple other jobs where they were kind of like, I'm not sure, so I just called them up, and I was able to get 3 jobs together right away, and it was enough to buy the lumber I needed, buy the initial tools I needed, and just kind of get my feet wet.
His scope of work gradually grew. So it started with just tables, and then it was tables in the bar, and then it was tables, the bar, and the trim, and then it was the tables, the bar, the trim, and other pieces, and he's like, okay, I'll do it. He works hard, he cares about his business. I've never seen someone care so much about wood. He's a little bit of a perfectionist. At some points I was like, Devin, let it go, it's okay.
I don't consider myself to be like a carpenter or anything like that. I feel like I can kind of figure it out through watching literally YouTube videos and stuff, which is goofy, but that's just kind of how it went. And over the last 2.5 years, kind of shifted my way down the river that way, and it seems to have worked. I don't know. Yeah, pretty happy with it. Every morning when I wake up and go and put another 12 or 14 hours in, it's like, this isn't that bad. It really isn't. You know, I have a great guy that works in the yard, and my brother helps a little bit, but you know, they don't know anything about the chiseling and mortise and tenon and all that type of stuff. So that's been the toughest part so far, is just right now it's production and it just really being me. So the really long hours are wearing, and I don't even really mind the hours. It's just like, okay, gotta get through all these tables, and I gotta build a box beam and just kind of keep it going. And so I'm just waiting for that tipping point where I can get another person in, and then there'll be a new problem, which I look forward to.